lake. Made a couple hundreds and I did them on the lake. Niggas want the beef, then we pull up on the lake. To the section where we stay, bitch, we bouncing out with K's. Whole gang going stupid, bitch, we really on the move. Johnny's get behind me, best believe we do the dash like, move fast like. I'm addicted to this life, it's the fast type. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On my way to the top, I ain't never gon' stop. Keep it 30 with a Glock, man, we looking for the ops. Spinning blocks to they job, probably run up on their spot. On the move, on parole, bitch, I'm tryna get the dough. Money making, never faking, always keep 100 Franklins. And these bitches wanna find me, I'ma join up in these streets. Clutchy burner, chucking knees, burning rubber on the scene. I'm in love with finding things, you can never be like me. I been tryna get this money, tryna double up my luck. Shooting cars up out the slums, toting burgers just for fun. Repercussion with the drum, moving fast up out the slums like. Yeah. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. It's a gang of how you gonna respect it one way or another. Boy. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. Trying to get this money, man, I need it on the lake. Fucked a couple bitches, man, I did them on the lake. Hit the niggas, get it trippin', man, I pull up on the lake. When I'm sliding in the race, while I'm chucking up the gang. 2 fingers in the thumb, bitch, I'm rocking with the ones. Really in the field, how I'm coming out the slums. Like I'm Draco with a gun, man, we spinning through the fun. Got a couple laps out and now we really on the run. Got a taste up on the back, gotta get it on the lake. Made a couple hundreds and I did them on the lake. Niggas want the beef, then we pull up on the lake. To the section where we stay, bitch, we bouncing out with K's. Whole gang going stupid, bitch, we really on the move. Johnny's get behind me, best believe we do the dash like, move fast like. I'm addicted to this life, it's the fast type. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On my way to the top, I ain't never gon' stop. Keep it 30 with a Glock, man, we looking for the ops. Spinning blocks to they job, probably run up on their spot. On the move, on parole, bitch, I'm tryna get the dough. Money making, never faking, always keep 100 Franklins. And these bitches wanna find me, I'ma join up in these streets. Clutchy burner, chucking knees, burning rubber on the scene. I'm in love with finding things, you can never be like me. I been tryna get this money, tryna double up my luck. Shooting cars up out the slums, toting burgers just for fun. Repercussion with the drum, moving fast up out the slums like. Yeah. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. On the lake, on the lake, on the lake, on the lake. It's a gang of how you gonna respect it one way or another. Boy. On on the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Time to get this money, man, I need it on the light. Fucked a couple bitches, man, I did them on the light. Hit the niggas, get it trippin', man, I pull up on the light. When I'm sliding in the right, while I'm tucking up the gang. 2 fingers in the thumb, bitch, I'm rocking with the ones. Really in the field, how I'm coming out the slums. Like I'm Draco with a gun, man, we spinning through the fun. Got a couple laughs out and now we really on the run. Got a taste up on the back, gotta get it on the light. Made a couple hundreds and I did them on the light. Niggas want the beef, then we pull up on the light. To the session where we stay, bitch, we bouncing our case. Whole gang going stupid, bitch.
All right, check this out. Check this out. Haters Only Podcast, episode number 9. We got 1800 boy in the building.
What's the deal? What's the deal?
Check this out. Everyone in the chat, let me know if you guys can hear us loud and clear. Loud and clear. Once again, this is Sunday. Haters Only Podcast, episode number 9. 1800 boy in the building.
Yeah, 1800 boy.
All phones on silence, please. All phones on silence. That's including me. All right, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm pretty sure they can hear us, so check this out. We go live in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. There you go. Check this out. To everybody in the building, this is going to be a little bit different than your regular programming schedule. You guys already know that we do a podcast here. We just jive back and forth. But today we got an interview, with a Sucio's artist, 1800 boy. How you feeling, my boy? How you feeling?
Feeling good,
Check this out. We got to run the numbers up to everybody out there. Grab this link. Go put it on your story. Post it. Do all that good shit. Today is Sunday, so you already know Sunday. Everybody's just chilling, recovering from the cruda, from the night before, from the party, It's just laying in bed. But we going to make it work regardless. All right, so check this out. We're going to start off a very simple. So check this out, my boy. You're a Sucio artist, right?
Yeah, coming up. Trying to be on all platforms. Everything's on the way right now. It's a work in progress.
Okay, before we get there, did you guys hear the track that we were playing? That's one of your latest upcoming records, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Check this out. Let's start from the top. So, since people don't really know you that well, and what we're supposed to do right now is get the word out there, put your music out there. Let's start from the top. So, where'd you grow up at? Where you come from?
Well, I grew up a little bit part of everywhere. Los Angeles mostly, going to Northeast LA to Pico Union. And from there on to the Valley, and then just back to LA, back and forth everywhere.
Do you have like a stomping ground, like a place you call home, like the main place that no matter where you go, that's the pad right there?
LA, Pico Union, Northeast LA.
So how was it growing up in these areas?
At that time, I was really young, but mostly active. A lot of gang violence, a lot of people coming out, terrorizing. At the time.
So okay, I got you. So did you grow up like in a 2-parent household, or was it just your mom's? Was it just your pops?
Well, it was just my mom's for a cool minute, and then my stepdad got in the picture, and took that role amongst himself and did a great job at it.
How was that growing up though? Like how was the environment at the pad? I mean, was it cool? Was it was it
It was all good, family sticks together, watch our back, do what we have to do.
I got you. Was your mom's and your stepdad involved in like gang activity, or was it just the kids?
Yeah, my mom and dad, they both in the hood too.
Okay, I get you. So, that I guess, would you call that a normal childhood, or would you call that, something different?
A little something different out of the regular.
I get you. That was your teen years, or was that your adulthood?
Yeah, my teen years.
Okay, I get you. Okay, so where'd you go to school at?
School, I went almost everywhere. I was in and out of placement, so I moved around a lot. I went to and out here in LA, went to Doris Place elementary school, and then from there I moved on, and then kept on going. Dropped out of school for a little bit, and I continued back in the end of a middle school, and I went to Columbus high school. Oh no, middle school, Columbus Middle School, and then from there I was in placement in the Valley, and then they moved me to Chatsworth High School.
So now, just say middle school. Was that when you jumped off the porch?
Yeah, I was already in and out of placement at that time. Already at the age of 12 or 13. You know, yeah, at the age of 12, 13, I was already in and out the halls, you know, doing what I was doing.
Okay, I get you. I get you. So you said you were in juvenile hall probably at, if you say middle school, that's probably like 12, 13, right?
Yeah.
How was that environment, middle school? I mean, not middle school, juvenile hall.
It was a whole different, whole different ball game. Like always, uh, like you just kind of get used to it. You just in there with a whole bunch of gang members, and you got to do what you got to do, handle business and take care of it, and then from there on you smooth.
Was there like a lot of fighting in there? Was there a lot of like beef going back and forth? Because I know
Every day.
juvenile hall is like different from like county and like prison.
Yeah, for sure. It's like free for all in juvenile hall, and then when you get to county, it's like more politics.
So you can say that the juvenile hall mold you into like what you got going on today?
You could say that, but then once you get kind of hit like county, like you kind of hit a different perspective, and you see different type of an environment. Basically it's rules on rules.
In county.
Yeah.
Got you. So how long did you do like in juvenile hall? Were you in there for like a couple of months, a couple of years?
I was probably there to like the age of 12 to 17.
God, in and out or like the whole time?
Probably one time in and out I was in, but I never really lasted that long out.
Okay, so you was just coming home for like a few weeks and boom.
Yeah, a few weeks, a couple home passes. They had me on house arrest for most of the time, but then like at a point in time I cut it off and then got on the run.
I got you. If you can speak about what you got busted for, would you speak about it, or is it something that really doesn't concern people watching?
Nah, it was for something simple, like basically like GTAs and then GTAs and a lot of graffiti and robbery charges.
Would you say that those things lead into like, because I know people be like, GTA is like, oh, come on, dog, you stealing cars. But that shit really leads into like bigger crimes, don't it?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of gang violence to it. If you know, you know.
Got you. Those that know. Did you ever hit county? Did you ever hit prison?
Yeah, I hit county and prison.
Well, how much time you do there, or
About like four years and some change.
So are you fresh out, or you?
Yeah. Well, I'm in and out of jail. I'm in and out of jail like a revolving door. You hear me? Like
Still to this day?
It happens sometimes. Like I think this is like the longest I've been out. Like I think 4 months now. Going on 4 months, 5 months.
Okay, so you've been out for a while now. Do you like it out here?
Yeah. But
well, it's because there's a lot of people, bro, that like going back, and they prefer to be inside than outside. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean. They're just like used to that environment, one, and two, they don't really got nothing looking forward when they come out of jail,
Bro,
they don't really know nobody. They don't have no family.
Facts.
Nobody to go to, and that's sad.
It's sad, bro. I was locked up with this older gentleman, and that fool was time to go home, and that fool didn't want to go. That fool was begging and pleading to stay. He was like, I ain't got nowhere to go. I don't know nobody. Right here, I get food. I get a bed. You know what I mean?
Free living.
And that fool said, once I go out, I'm going to come right back in, and dog, within like fucking a day and a half, that fool was already back in.
Yeah.
So you were just in prison and all that shit. So now you ready for music, or are you still in that mentality of like halfway's in, halfway's out?
Nah, I kind of like grew out of that mindset with the help of King, trying to push me and lead me there. And not only that, like I have a close uncle that be rapping, shout out Young Buddha. He be like, he kind of made music and then like kind of told me to push it.
Okay, Young Buddha's the big guy?
Yeah, Ilatangi.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen it behind the scenes.
Yeah, so he kind of like put me on there, laced me on the game, and then like since then like he told me make a little passion out of it, or just like even fool around with it, have some fun with it. And since that day, like we just been grinding ever since. Everybody has like work and stuff like that, so that kind of gets in the way, but we try to stay on it and try to provide and put out all types of scenes, pictures, music.
I got you. Just staying busy.
Yeah.
So shout out to Young Buddha. I've seen him behind the scenes with King Lil G. I've seen him, doing this thing. So, shout out to Young Buddha. But you saying staying busy is just consistency, right? Like dropping, even though you might not be releasing it, it's just actually staying in the booth.
Yeah, staying in the booth, new content, little by little, just keep it pushing, keep it going. Have people seeing that you're working and that you're really serious about this. And, like shout out to all the supporters and everybody that's rocking with us, and keeping us alive.
But it's crazy, huh? How you go from being locked up and not being able to do all the things you're doing out here to realizing that life is in order for you to make it in the rap game, you gotta be on Instagram, you gotta be on YouTube, you gotta some people even go as far as TikTok. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just stay consistent, stay in the people's eye. That's the only way to really make some noise, ain't it?
Yeah, I agree. Like I see that as a big opportunity, not only that a blessing, and especially like the channels that we got and the publicity that we're going to get and everything, and like basically everybody that's helping us out, branching us off, putting us in the right direction to put our music out, so we get paid and everybody get support and hear our voices, and help us out through everything.
So before we get into like deep into the music stuff of how you started to rap and how you met King Little G, you know what I mean? What was the one reason that actually inspired you to say, you know what, I don't no longer want to like go back to prison every day or every week. I want to actually focus on music. What was that trigger that made you realize like, what the fuck am I doing?
Basically, like, came out of jail, seen reality, and it's like, damn, everybody in my family was like basically struggling, and it hurts, to see your family member struggle. Mom, pops, like basically got to grind every day just to pay the rent. That shit, crazy. And then I related to a lot of people's music, and then kind of got into it and went good with it.
Yeah. So just seeing everyday life struggle, is that what you say your turning point was?
Yeah, that too, and then to explain the story, to basically say my side of everything I've been through, because like at a certain point in time, there was like, was they trying to let me out? They was like, "Yep, okay, we got him."
Oh, they were trying to bust you for life. They're
Yeah,
trying to
they
wash
tried
you
to
up.
give me 40 years with the. I was like, damn.
They were trying to wash you up. What were trying to wash you up for? If you can speak on that.
It was basically carjacking with a firearm and a
Oh
couple of
yeah.
robbery cases and then discharging.
People don't understand that carjacking, bro. That shit carries like 20, 25 years.
Yeah, it carries life to it. I got a cousin right now up in Ironwood right now. Shout out to him, True Blue from the Hoovers.
Shout out to True Blue. Just pulling a motherfucker out of the whip. That alone right there is kidnapping too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, see, the thing is, when you're doing these acts, you're not really paying attention to what can happen if you get busted. You feel me? Or were you thinking like, if I get busted, I'm gonna do life, or are you just like, a la verga, let's do
it's
this?
kind of like in the moment you on the move and everything's going fast, and half of the time people are on like narcotics and different kinds of prescriptions, so it's like damn, it's like you one thing leads to another and your mind kind of spins and you're like damn, I gotta go.
Yeah,
And then you hear sirens and you be like, oh man, that's the Johnnies, and you gotta
yeah.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, there's a lot of times, a lot of homies, bro, not just you. There's a lot of homies that go and do whatever they're doing, and they're not really paying attention to the consequences. You know what I mean? Until it's too late. Once they're sitting behind a cell or they're getting hit with 25 or 30, that's when they start figuring out like, fuck, it wasn't even worth it.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I
That's
mean?
when everybody be like, man, only if I could wish I could go back in time.
So all the youngsters listening right now, pay attention. You know what I mean? Pay attention. You could still think about your actions before you go out and commit any kind of crimes, But I tell people all the time, bro, look, if you're gonna go out there and gang bang, do it full throttle. If you're gonna go out there and do this and do that, do it full throttle. Don't half step. Because half stepping gets you busted.
Yeah.
Now, did you get arrested right there in the act of the crime, or was it something that later on detective showed up to your pad?
I had a couple co-defendants. I was the first one to get busted from all my co-defendants. My co-defendants were two co-defendants were on the run for like about a year's worth of time. So they had to like they after they got busted, they came back in and then we had to start everything all over. So basically, I couldn't move on. I was stuck in a cell, basically waiting the time game until they got busted. Trying to put the rest of the puzzle together. And I was like, man, I'm just sitting here. Time going by, ain't
Yeah.
nothing getting resolved. But they eventually getting busted. And we pursued with the case. But it was basically I got busted first. I got busted on a little bit away from the scene of the crime. It was like a high-speed pursuit, and then I ended up getting into a car crash and then jumping out the car and fleeing the scene.
Damn. So did did any of your co-defendants, that they stand tall?
Yeah, all of them. All of
All
them
of them?
stood tall. Yeah, I give it to them.
Shout out to the homies that you know, that took that, you know, because
Yeah.
nowadays, bro. Listen, nowadays, there's a lot of people out there, bro, that say they gonna stand tall, and you know that's some bullshit. That's a lie. You feel what I'm saying?
Happens every day in there, man. It's crazy. It's like the numbers that jump on to the other side is crazy, bro. Like it's a whole process of years, you know. Like someone could hold it solid for 5 years, and then the one day they go to prison, it's that day they just switch to go to the other side, you know.
Hey, bro, and everything they did don't count no more. It's
Nothing.
done.
Threw it all away. All that for what?
Throw it all
Nothing.
away. Now, when I'm talking to people in here, I tell them like, look, we all know what we get into, right? Like, we all know exactly, you know, what we're joining, right? I know that when I got into whatever the fuck I got going on, the homies told me like, look, you're going to either go to prison for life, or you're going to die. You know, those are like the two things that are promised. Were you warned, or was it something that you just jumped in head first?
Something I kind of jumped in head first, but as I went through the process of it, I kind of picked up everything along the way, you know.
Yeah.
And then I kind of seen everything and learned it, and then just kind of figured it out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because there's a lot of homies, bro, that you know, that they don't, that something will happen to where they get busted, and they'll be like, fuck, you never told me this shit was gonna happen, you know. But it's like, come on, dog, you should know what time it is.
Nah, it's common sense. You see it on the news, you see it on movies. You know, I don't really think there's an excuse for that.
Yeah, facts.
You know, and then not only that, like you just kind of pick up on it, you learn it. It's common sense. You know, if you choose to do bad, expect bad things coming to you. You choose to do good, good things will come to you. You feel me? Like there's a bad and good side to everything. There's a pro and a con.
Facts.
You know?
That's how it is. That's how it is. So remember, all these youngsters that are listening, if we have any youngsters in here, then, you know, just think about the actions you're about to commit. Because sometimes, bro, you be thinking about it when it's too late, and, you know, it's too late. So, all right, enough with this, you know, prison talk and bullshit like that. But, you know, growing up in LA, bro, and game banging and all that shit, you know, was it something that you chose to do, or was it something that was just it was there, like there is no way that you can just avoid it?
It's always gonna be there, you know. The crazy thing about our affiliated gang is just like we're everywhere. You can't you can't run from it. It's like every spot, every location, we in there, name a state, we over there, you know. Like it's kind of hard, you know. My dad tried to take the hood out the picture, but then it's like he moved into one hood to another hood, and then like it just kind of, you know, ran through.
Yeah, and the thing that people don't understand about the city of Los Angeles, and when I mean the city, I mean like all LA County, man, there's gangs on every block, bro. You know,
Yeah, for
every
sure.
fucking street has a gang on it, or, you know, it may be every other street, but it's all populated.
Yeah, it's basically down the street. We neighbors.
Yeah.
Think about it like that. We neighbors.
Because there's a lot of people from out of state that follow us and watch our channel, and, you know, in out of state or like in other different counties, you might have a hood in one section, and then like you got to drive 30 minutes to the other hood, you know. So there's that whole cushion of safety, you know. But in LA, bro, it's just going to the market. It got a whole nother section right there, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. You bump into, and you go to LA, you gotta be careful where you go. Anywhere basically. You go to Pizza Hut, you go to WWSS, you know, WSS.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
shoe store. Yeah.
Yeah, you go anywhere, man. You gotta be careful.
So now that you're doing music and stuff like that, are you still on your toes, just making sure that, you know, motherfuckers ain't lurking?
Yeah, just because, you know, like I got family, I got a kid of my own, you know, too as well. So I just be trying to like stay on my own safety protection type thing, you know. But you know, especially with this going on, this music thing, you know, it's gonna basically my face is gonna bring more pictures to everybody, and you know, ring more bells out there, so people gonna notice me and
They gonna
just be
look.
like try to get a chance, you know, for some clout or something. But
Yeah.
you know, it's just
They ain't ready for that.
yeah, that's your own
They
risk.
ain't ready
Yeah.
for that clout. You know what I mean? Listen. Okay, so enough with the you know, the gang shit. Is there anything else you want to say of your background? Like anything else that we left out when it comes to like your growing up? You know who you are and all that shit.
Well, I think we touched up almost on everything. Unless you got any ideas you want to put out there.
All right, so now that you're doing music, the main question, I think it's the most important one, is how did you meet King Lil G?
When I got out of jail, my uncle was already working with him, and so was my pops. and they were kind of like getting into the business with him and putting their music out there. And then when I was in jail, I kind of spoke to my uncle, and he was like, "Bro, like, use this time in there to like even like try to make a beat in your head or something, music, any type of lyrics, or even if you got a voice, like he told me, like I'll write a whole song for you. Just make sure you hop on the mic and you do what you got to do." And
Yeah.
since that day, I was like, man, all right, I'm gonna give it a try. And then ever since that day, I was kind of like spitting a couple like prison rhyme flows, and then everybody was kind of like messing with me and fucking with it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna do my thing with it, and then just came out and started doing music. And then once I started doing music, kind of like my manager kind of like tapped in with King and was like, look, I got him. He's doing a couple of music. He's trying to work on a couple of things, and he kind of helped me out in the process of meeting him and getting the ball rolling with him.
So you're saying that when you were busted inside prison, your uncle Buddha was already tapped in with G, right?
Yeah.
And then they told you, hey, do get some crack and do some music, think of some, so that way when you come out, we can tap you in.
Yeah, basically do a little, like that. Just exactly how you said it.
Got you. So, your music must have been good enough, bro, because if they sent it to G and he liked it to put you on like that, it must be, it must be cool. Because there's a lot, I bet you there's a gang of motherfuckers that be sending them, record upon records upon records. Hey, my shit's dope. Listen to me, and they get shut down.
Yeah.
So, do you think it was more because they know your uncle, or do you think for the fact that your shit's solid?
No, I think everybody's a different type of vibe. Everybody's their own person, so everybody gets credit for their own work.
Facts.
But not only that, just the first day I met him, it's a whole type of vibe thing, especially when you're messing with King, So I feel like, damn, we clicked, and ever since that day, he's been hearing my music and hearing me out and just like rocking with us. And it's like, okay, like he sees potential, so he's trying to help us out and reach new followers, new links, new everything.
Hey, that's big, my boy. That's real big because there's a lot of people that were crying for a little while, saying that G don't help nobody out, that he doesn't reach out, blah blah blah. The whole shit.
Yeah.
So for him to come get you out the slums and actually put you on and give you the resources, bro, I see that as a big W for both of you guys.
For sure. Like I said, King's a very he's a smart businessman. Not only that, real humble. Nothing but love and respect every time we go out. So out, he already had us perform and open up for him for a couple shows. When we were on this little tour.
Okay.
So he showed a lot of love and respect and had us do our time and sing our songs on there. And show out basically.
So ever since you met him, it's been solid all the way through.
All the way through.
No bullshit.
No.
Damn, that's what's up. Now that record that we heard earlier today, that record, what's it titled?
That's on delay.
Andale?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's just you on the record, nobody else?
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay, where'd you record that at?
I recorded that song at Long Haul Records.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a close friend named James and Cody Boyd. Yeah, they were on the tour with us too. They were helping us out and performing shows and opening up. So shout out to them, good guys, always willing to help and look out for us,
So how do you like the process of music? Because I know you're new to it, because you've been locked up for a very long time, and now that you're out, the process of the music, creating it, whether it's writing it, whether it's coming up with the melody, the hooks. How do you get going? Like, how do you start off a song?
To be honest, it's a mood. It's a mood you got to get yourself into and feeling. I listen to a gang of beats every day and kind of just try to catch a vibe to it and kind of get a little head moving, a little head swing, try to vibe out to it, and then I'll just start freestyling, and then whatever I kind of like the first sentence that kind of like sticks to it, then I'll kind of stick to that and use that as a frame. And then kind of like go about it and keep adding piece by piece. And then after, if I don't like something that I said, then I'll go back and edit it and try to finish that up.
So it starts off with the beat though, right? Like the beat has to be the first thing that, all right, fuck it, I'll fuck with that beat right there. And then you write your hooks first, or you write your verses first?
It all depends. It's either or, sometimes it's how I'm feeling.
Now, a quick question. I know there's a lot of people that don't write their shit. Do you write it, or do you freestyle when you're in the booth?
I write my stuff. I write it. I like to be prepared, so we don't waste time, and I don't have to be there last minute, struggling and kind of like wasting time, you know, because ain't nothing free in this world.
Yeah, facts. No, that's dope, bro. Because I've seen a lot of artists that come and waste time. You know what I mean? They won't even come prepared. So you'll listen to the beat before you go to the studio as well, right?
Yeah, I'll practice and rehearse before I even step in the booth, and kind of like on my way there and just like, you know, drink a couple beers probably, smoke a couple of blunts, and then just kind of get in my zone, and then, you know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because there's people that'll waste time, bro. They'll go to the studio to just kick it. They'll bring hoes. That's cool and all, but they'll come. They'll sit there, listen to the beat for 3-4 fucking hours, and they'll write the shit, you know. And then they'll fuck up a bunch of times, punch in, punch in, punch in, and you know, sometimes it's a fucking mess. It's like, my boy, come prepared, write the shit down, you know, so that way when you get to the stew, you're in and you're out. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you knock it out, waste no time, you know.
And then you're able to drop more records.
Not only that, then you can party after. Like,
Then
why
you
do it then?
Facts. There you
Yeah.
go. You can party after.
The hoes always gonna be there.
The hoe's always gonna be there. But you know, there's homies, bro, that, you know, it's a party all day, every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now that you're actually getting music going, or do you plan on dropping an album, or are you doing just singles? What's the plan?
Right now I'm working on this main single right now, putting out so I could get something established. After that, I'm gonna have an album dropping soon. There's gonna be a total of 8 songs and an intro, and then from there we're gonna see how it goes and how we could just keep it moving and keep going up.
So 1 intro plus 8 songs.
Yes.
If you didn't get the message, you slow motherfucker. You slow. Now, what's the name of the album?
It's gonna be Chance Kids. It's basically showing the whole. It's basically bringing out basically the ghetto, the dirty kids, the grimy kids, all that. Basically everybody who lived a struggle life, you know, and the chances, you know, and basically prospered and just basically did the best for themselves and kept on going, you know. I got a lot of songs basically named after basically motivations like Roadrunner, you know. I got a track on there coming out on there, and basically that means like if you about your dough, about your tilly, you know, you're gonna roll run to a bag and you're gonna get it regardless.
So do you have a theme for the album, like what you actually want to theme it, like you said, about hustling, or is it about like the ghetto, anything like that?
It's basically a street brand, but mostly it's gonna be a topic. It's gonna be a zombie, like basically zombie type thing, you know, like because we laid up in the streets, you know, trying to get a bag, no matter what time it is, you know, we out here grinding.
I got you. So, you know, now that you got an album coming, you only have 1 song recorded already. Was it the song that we heard, or do you have more songs
No,
ready?
I got almost the whole album ready. I just have to do a couple second verses for a couple of the songs that are unfinished.
Now, are you gonna have a bunch of features on it, or is it gonna just pure 1800 boy?
I have a couple of features on there. I have Young Buddha on there, West Adams Kid, and Pronto, and then I think that's it for right now. And then the rest should be all just mine.
Dog, you missed the most important one.
Yeah, we got a couple of songs with King Lil G, but those are work in progress right now still. So I don't want to, you know, get people's hopes up, and you know, it's not gonna be on the album.
Well, okay, so is it because it's a little different with him because he's a superstar? Or, and I'm not saying because he doesn't want to do it, but because you got to get the album clear, or the record clear, and he's got to get approval? Or is it just because he's busy working on like other bigger projects?
I think right now he's doing a little project with, a big project with a young drummer boy. So he got that right now that he got going on. But we got a couple songs and a couple beats he sent to me and a couple verses of a 16 with him on it. And we're just basically, I'm just trying to get my stuff together and shoot it back to him so we could get like an answer out of that and see what we can do. What's the next move, you know?
Okay, so check this out. We were talking about this yesterday. Me and you've heard of YB?
Yeah, I heard of YB.
Yeah, he was up here yesterday or the other day, right? And we were talking about the record label that he used to be from. First and foremost, shout out to YB. But we were talking about how he was signed to a record label before. Well, not actually signed, but he was under a record label. And a lot of the times the artists depend on the label owner. Like for the beats, for the studio, for this, for that. Are you that type of artist? Or are you the type of artist that says, you know what, I'll find the studio, I'll get the beats, don't trip, I'll just bring you the record when it's ready?
Yeah, I think I'm more of like an independent artist. I kind of like do what had to get done, and then kind of like I'm on my own things. I kind of handle priorities and try to do everything that I can. Try to knock everything out. I got a beat guy myself, so basically I always hit him up and just let him know like every time I need a beat or anytime I need a stilo, type of beat, he'll work on it and kind of give me one back, and then we'll just go on from there. If I
Okay.
feel like any changes need to go on, then I'll let him know. But so far he's shooting the beats.
But you're not fully dependent on what he like. If somebody else, if you can find beats elsewhere, you gonna do that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because like I said, there's artists, bro, that depend on the label owner, and sometimes that slows down the process. You know what I mean? Because the owner might be an artist and he might be busy doing 100 things, and here you come along adding to that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it's very simple to find beats, very simple to write shit down, very simple to find studio time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could, man. There's everybody doing this. Everybody's rapping. Everybody's making beats. Everybody's doing music videos. It's nonstop. There's daily people going to school for
Facts.
this. It don't stop. The grind don't stop. The money don't stop. You want money. You can't just pray on it and just sit on your
Facts.
ass all day. You have to go out there and get it some way or another. You gotta push yourself, motivate yourself. It ain't just gonna fall out the sky and hit you in your hands and your lap.
Facts. Facts. Now, there's a lot of homies like that. So, look, now that we got to this little part of the interview here, have you had any homies that feel like you owe 'em something now that you're doing records with G and records with the Sucios, and now that you're on big stages? Is there any homies that be like, damn, what's up? Why you leave me behind?
Nah, never that. I just think a lot of homies are ungrateful for what they got,
Yeah.
A lot of opportunities, a lot of things you give them, and they just like shake it off like it's regular. Like, nah, that comes from the heart, Anything that comes from the heart, you're supposed to appreciate that and, not take advantage of it. You're
Yeah.
supposed to, show that, like when I got taught into this, like I just knew nothing but love. Like, if you was from the neighborhood, you got nothing but love.
Yeah.
Always, no matter even if you're wrong, we're gonna talk about it later,
Yep, facts.
behind doors,
Yep. That's the way it should be. The homie's gonna be right now, but then later we'll figure out what the fuck happened. Punch first, ask questions later.
Yeah, for sure.
But eventually it's gonna happen, bro. Eventually you're gonna get to a point in your career where you're actually gonna be doing big things, and the homies that are left behind are gonna be looking at that like damn, like I missed the bus ride. But in ultra reality, it's like, dog, get to work, my boy. Like, it's very simple. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that are coming your way. Do you have that work ethic?
Work ethic, like as in how, like
As in, like, do you wake up wanting to work, or are you a grinder?
yeah, for sure. That's all I set up. I set people up for motivation. Even if I'm like at my job, like I work every day, so I'm coming from work right now, type shit. So like every day that I work, if anyone asks me for a job or anywhere that I know that I could help them out, then I'll reach out to them and let them know, like, look, you could either go out here, these resources, or you could hit up these people and they'll help you out get a job, get you back on your feet, housing, all that.
So you're still working the job right now while this shit kicks off.
Yeah, for sure. It's
You gotta provide, my
you
boy.
gotta provide, make some type of money,
You gotta do what you gotta do. See, I tell people all the time, look, a lot of people think that you drop one song and boom, you're a millionaire. Or you do one show and all of a sudden you're this big old fucking bad motherfucker. But it doesn't work that way. You gotta continue to grind. You gotta work. You gotta put in, the effort. And eventually you'll get to a point where you got fan base, and that fan base will fuck with you.
It's always a process, don't ever think that's gonna just be right there and a snap of a finger.
Trust the process, my boy. I want to take a quick little second real quick and give a shout out to one of my sponsors real quick. Let me put up his link. There he goes. You guys already know Dice1. He's a rapper out of Texas. Go show some love to that boy. He got some dope shit coming out of Texas. He's been here day one, and he invests in his stuff. He got different artists. He drops videos and all kinds of shit. So go show some fucking love to Dice1. Once again, let me give a shout out to one of the other sponsors real quick. I gotta pull up my phone because this homeboy gave me some to say real quick, and here it goes. Sponsor number 2 is let me tell you. All right, so his name's Doughboy, right? He's from the Southeast LA. I put his picture up on the screen, so check that picture out. But I'm gonna read something real quick. It says, King Lil G, I'm a new gangster rapper from Southeast Los Angeles, just trying to make history in the rap game by trying to see if you can feature on my club banger that has Jokes Loves Life on the hook and producer AI on the beat. The track is called Up in the Club. That will be my EP album, Reality Check. By the way, I already put a 10-track album called Goat Town Music. So I give this as a message for King Lil G, a dude that goes by the name of Little Doughboy. Got a track for King Lil G. So if King Lil G might reach out, he might not, but he will definitely hear the message. He did want to give a few shout outs. Blue Devil and Crew, King Lil G and Sucios, Iceberg, producer AI, to all my raza, my gang Chivas 13 and Artesia 13, SRB Carson Bloods, Brown Pride Gang, East Side Adelanto, and to all my fans. You can find Doughboy on YouTube as Little Doughboy 169th Street. So once again, go check out Little Doughboy. Have you heard of Little Doughboy?
Nah, I haven't.
You gotta be put up on game with him. How about Dice One?
Dice One, I heard of Dice One.
There you go, Dice One. But that's how it is though. You gotta. I tell people all the time, you gotta invest in your stuff, bro. Because if you don't invest in your shit, who the fuck's gonna invest in you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what you're doing. I mean, even just having the holla, that's investing in your craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I see how it is. It's basically it's a support system basically. It's all support and love. That's where we're here to show. Help out everybody, all of us. Be together as one. And kind of move up. Why be greedy with it? If we can help more than one person, get to what their dream is in life or whatever they want to achieve with this money or whatever comes with this. Then why not?
Yeah, but I don't mean it like that though. I see the thing is, I don't think everybody's worthy of the help. Because it's like first you gotta bring something to the table. You know what I mean? Whether it's you got some dope ass music, a dope ass flow, whether you can sweep, mop, whatever the fuck it is, as long as you can bring something to the table, then homies will see that and be like, I got you.
Sure.
But then you got people that just want that shit for free. You know what I mean? They just want the fucking handout. So by King Lil G bringing you on, he obviously saw potential and talent. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's a big W. But apart from the actual album you got coming out, when you go on stage with them, is it like, because I don't know, I don't think you've ever done that a lot of shows, have you? Are you like privy to that?
I kind of did. I think I did 6 shows with him already.
But previous to those shows, have you done shows before?
Previous? No, I had no experience, but I was already I kind of evolved to it and kind of seeing how it goes and kind of already knew how the get down was and kind of just went with the flow, and I don't know, I just kind of learned it, and then
quickness.
when I performed the first time I ever performed in front of an audience, I got everybody's attention automatically,
Yeah.
and then started showing out, and then you see camera phones coming up, flashlights coming out, people
Boom.
handing you your phone hey, and you're making a video doing doing your thuggy basically, your dance moves, all that, singing your song to it, passing it back, man. It's not easy to do that. You always have a lot of haters in the crowd, a lot of non-supporters, people that will always just hit on your music or not think you're good, or maybe in a different genre of music, or be like, oh, maybe he not the main event show, so then they won't even show love type stuff, but
Yeah.
you always run into people like that.
Well, that's a given, bro. That's in life. In life, you're gonna get player haters.
For sure.
We're at the hater world, bro. That's where you at right here. You're gonna get motherfuckers clowning all day long, but it's cool though. It's part of the game. But back to being on stage. There was no stage fright. There was no fuck. I'm gonna get stuck right now because it was your first time, or were you a natural?
Kind of a little natural with it, but due to the help of alcohol.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I had I'll be messing around with the Four Locos and then the beatboxes,
You heavy, my boy.
Yeah, they and I came out of jail with just a lightweight, and then I ended up just drinking that and messing around with it. And then it kind of took away all the nerves and butterflies away, and then it became a natural of it. And then since that day, I just kind of learned it and just knew the ropes already by then.
So the more shows you've done, the more comfortable you're starting to become with being on stage, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's just natural now. It's like I just go up in there and do what I gotta do, and then basically vibe out with the fans. Get that connection with them, and make sure they have what they pay for.
Yeah.
They go in there to have fun and vibe out and dance and listen to some music. So that's what we gonna give them.
Facts, facts. So you said you've been on a total of like 6 shows now,
Yeah, probably around six rounds, so 6 shows.
and all of them were King Lil G headliners.
Yeah, all of them were King Lil G headliners, or then or I'll do after that. I was doing a couple of shows, but then I'll be for Young Baka Productions.
Okay.
So shout out to Young Baka, getting us plugged in, helping us out, and putting us up there.
Shout out to King Young Vaca. Young Vaca?
Yeah, Young Baka.
Baka. Young Baka. What are they like? What are they? Music group?
He's an event host.
Okay.
Basically, he'll host a bunch of events around everywhere, Hollywood, Los Angeles, Redlands, anywhere you name it, there's an event going down, he'll kind of get you plugged in and put you in there. We just actually opened up for Compton AV.
Oh shit. Okay, that's big things.
So Compton AV came to Los Globos, did his thing, shouted me out, showed love and support to us.
So back in the day when we used to do shows, barely when we were coming up, we would have to pay to be on stage. Is it still like that nowadays?
It all depends. It all depends how it is and who you're performing for. But Compton AV was like humble, and they were like good friends of ours, so they kind of like hooked us up and got us up there on stage, and let us do our thing, and open up for him.
Okay, got you. That's dope, bro. Because I said before, we used to have to buy tickets and then sell the tickets, so we'd have to pay for like a slot, like $300, and then we get a slot, a 15-minute slot, right? And then the promoter would give us like 20 tickets to sell, and then that's how we make our money back. But we would just give them away to the homies where we didn't make no money. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a couple spots still to this day that they do that. Like, I don't know if you know, like a little while back ago, probably like around 5-6 months ago, OGZ and JR Bands, they did that where they Crook One and all of them were there, and
Oh shit.
CNG, they all bought their spots, and it came with a certain amount of tickets, and then the showtime event starts times,
Okay.
so they all went out and did the thing.
Sometimes it's beneficial, bro, depending on who the artist is. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And depending where your slot is. Hey, bro, I tell people all the time, you gotta move the right buttons in order to get seen, because like you said earlier, it ain't just gonna fall on your lap.
Facts. But,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but especially if you get one big main event star, you should be fine. You should be good.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, bro, it could be the least thing you think about that can blow you up.
Yeah, for sure. And I seen like even like people perform like a main event, but then sometimes you see some of the just the openers come out and do their thing and show out and really do their thing, and I'm like, damn, like okay, like there's a lot of people with raw talent, and a lot of people coming out and trying to do their best and coming out with heat,
Facts. Now, I'm reading a lot of the comments. Some motherfuckers are asking why you're wearing red. Let them know that out here in Southern Cali, it don't matter.
It don't matter, it's a little stilo of wise where everybody wears certain, all types of colors just to show off, or like to match their outfit and stuff. Like this little fit that I have on is just last minute, like I said, I was on my way to, I was coming back from work. It was kind of like a friend job. Basically, we did a job for a friend. He needed some electrical help, so
Facts.
we helped him out, and and then after that, we're like, man, too budged up with time, and I was like, man,
Let's get it. The grind don't stop, my boy.
Yep, don't stop.
So check this out. Right now, with all the new artists that are out there, there's a bunch of new artists, old artists. Is there any artists that you fuck with right now that you wanna work with?
Damn, a lot of artists, to be honest. I see everybody basically, everybody's out there doing their thing right now. But it's just you gotta wait, perfect timing for everything, But it's like, I'm down to work with anybody basically that's out there.
Who stands out to you though? Who stands out to you that you're like, oh, I want to fuck with that dude?
A lot of artists, a lot of artists basically.
We're not mentioning no names.
It's just.
We're not mentioning no names.
We can mention a couple names. Like a lot of I listen to all my like mainstream rappers. Basically like OGZ, Phoenix Flexing, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Future, like all that. I'm more into the trap type music.
For you thinking way up there. I'm talking about Chicano rappers, my boy.
Chicano rappers. I mess with. That's why I be like mess with everybody. I just the other day I was in a strip club, right? and I was worried at Sam's with King and everybody, and we're having fun, you know, doing our thing. And, you know, he decides to play one of my songs in the club, you know, and show love. And we're right there vibing out. And we're exiting the parking lot. And as we're exiting the parking lot, you know, we got the chance to meet. There was a lot of commotion going on at the time, you know. There's a lot of, there's a rapper from Texas there, you know. They call him Rich Greedy.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got the chance to meet him real quick in a pop up during all that commotion, you know. And he's one of the Mexicans, you know, like that's up there, and you know.
What's his name?
Rich Greedy.
Rich Greedy?
Yeah, he's a Texas Mexican rapper.
Oh shit, they haven't heard of him.
Yeah, he did like the song Casablanca and I think 85 bars or 58 bars.
Okay. Okay. Is there anybody in Cali, in Southern Cali, like
Southern
the
Cali, yeah.
original Chicano rap box that you want to fuck with?
Like Chicano rap, like a lot of people say they're kind of estilos, like they will say, but then they'll kind of fit all types of genres. Like, I'm trying to figure out how can I say. I just listen to everybody's music. I vibe out to everybody. I guess you could say like CNG, Cook One. I know that Lil Weirdo got a show with King Lil G coming up too as well. You know.
Yup.
So you know he's another one. Basically anyone that's down to work, anyone that's you know down to show support and love. Basically, you know.
Now, okay, fuck it. So that just means everybody. Do you consider yourself a Southside rapper, a Chicano rapper, or just rap in general?
Just rap in general, you know, like if I could like I switch it up. I do everything, all types of genres of music, you know, like if it comes to pain, to love, to trap, to all that, you know, drill.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not just boxed in then.
No, definitely not boxed in.
What do you think of the Chicano rap genre? Do you think that's like old school? Do you think that's like the, you know, 90s, early 2000s, or do you see like the new rappers being boxed into that Chicano rap label?
No, I see it more of old school, but as you know, the generation goes, you know, but like it just starts to get different and change up, you know. Every year it changes up, and then not only that, you know, but I do tell people, you know, we always stick to our roots and just, you know, go with it, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like without our roots, we would have not been able to make the music we make today, you know.
Facts.
It's a whole generation of
Evolution.
Evolution,
Yeah, evolution. No, that's true, bro. Like when people think of Chicano rap, like when I think of Chicano rap, I think of like old ass fucking early 2000s and shit like that. Dope ass artists. Don't get me wrong, dope motherfuckers. But
for sure, a lot.
I think of that. You know, nowadays when you see all the youngsters like you, even though King Lil G comes from back then, he rebranded himself into a newer type of artist. You know, when you got like Peso and all these other artists that are out there right now, I don't look at that like Chicano rap, bro. That doesn't look like Chicano rap. That shit just looks like hood rap,
Yeah, like hood rap,
gangster rap,
trap music.
you know? And that's dope, bro, because back then, I'm telling you, it'd be the cholo clothes with the long socks. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but that sort of like keeps you inside of a box where it doesn't allow you to, you know, get out to the masses, you know? So fuck it. It's just rap. It's just gangster rap.
Yeah.
You know, do you have anything coming up? Do you have any shows coming up? Any kind of, you know, records and shit like that? We know you got the album coming up.
Yeah, I got the album, and then I'm working on another album as well already. I'm kind of on the move with it, but like I said, I just gotta keep going back to them and kind of like some songs will have the hook in the 16, but then I'm missing the 16, and then that's what will be kind of be it. Like, or I'm missing. I got the 216s, but I'm missing the hook. So I'm just kind of taking my time to perfect that, make sure, you know, like that I got what I got, you know, what I need out there, and you know what is gonna attract the audience more, you know,
Facts.
people where they can relate more and just vibe out and be like, yup.
Now, quick
I
question.
fuck with this guy's music.
Yeah, that's a shit. Now, quick question. Are you dropping music videos to these records?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay constant with that. I got a big little vision going on, basically with my clothing brand, and then doing vlogs as well. You know, basically vlogs from like what we do on a daily basis. You know, it could be to like even just like you know the smallest things or the biggest things. You know, but I try to put all that. I'm gonna try to put like all the shows I do upcoming in there. I'm gonna try to put basically where we grew up at and where we come from.
So like vlogs? Is that what you're trying to do? Like a vlog?
Yeah, like vlogs.
Okay, like hood vlogs. Not like hood vlogs, but more like a little behind the scenes, right?
Yeah, behind the scenes, behind the tour and all that. I got a couple shows coming up, but I don't want to speak on them without the exact dates and everything.
But how about actual music videos, like actual music videos?
Yeah. Well, I got one coming up this Friday on the 26th for On Delay, and that one's in motion. And I already got people coming out showing love and reaching out to me, trying to put up and just show support. But it's just not about that. I have a lot of people that I'm shouting out in that music video too. Basically, like um, people that I see that stay grinding, like barbers, that come out and just working every day, posting every day, like, yup, you need a fresh haircut, come hit me up, Shout out to Tony for that. Pony Boy for making music, music videos,
Okay.
and basically, dealing with everybody, I know it's not easy, doing that and being rushed and doing the time frame that you have, but shout out to Pony Boy, for doing what he do.
Shout out to Pony Boy. So the record that I heard, it sounds very familiar to a different record. Okay, it sounds like a diss record. It's not a diss record.
Nah, it's not no diss song. I kind of just like, I feel like a lot of people like I don't know, just a lot of things blow up. Certain words, like you hear it everywhere, like bop, and a whole bunch of different other words. Like oh gang this or gangland. How words blow up. And then like
Yeah.
I always seen a lot of people use them, but then like people people wouldn't really take advantage of our own kind of like culture.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm trying to do a little mix for our culture. And
I got
everybody
you.
get up in there. Like basically like try to get a new trend going out there with Mexican rappers, basically where they feel comfortable, like
Using our own words.
yeah, using our own words, our own culture, our own, roots, like how we come from, so
Okay.
just like stick to it, keep it going.
It's because I heard you say gangland. So these are words that I've heard Mexican rappers use, rappers that are Mexican use, but belong to, the black homies.
Yeah.
So there's just the Mexicans are adapting them and using them, right? Which sometimes it's like you're biting, right? Like you're biting off of somebody else's culture, you're biting from somebody else's fucking music, words. So what you're doing is you're grabbing the word andale, which is a Hispanic word, and you're trying to make that shit be a word that we can use in our vocabulary.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. But I'm using it in a way too as like
Aliviánate, ándale.
yeah,
Like let's
hurry
get
up,
it
man.
together,
Come
my
on,
boy.
bro. Like
Let's get
it.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I got
Like
you.
get up off your ass. Come on, man. Like like
Yep.
anybody could do it. Everybody got a voice in here.
So speaking about the word ándale, you speak Spanish?
Yeah, I do. I come from a Mexican family where basically that was mostly taught
Okay.
in the
Okay.
household.
And
I'm not really fluent with it, but I understand.
but you understand.
I understand more than I speak.
I got you. Okay. So where does your family come from? Are they from Mexico or are you outside of the Mexico realm?
My grandma, grandpa, they come from Tijuana.
Okay.
My mom and dad kind of like already like had those roots in them, and then they kind of knew the whole thing would get down with over there. But they were born out here. But
Okay. Hold on. All right. So no, it's all right. So you said they come from Tijuana?
yeah, they come from out there, so it's
All-
pretty cool out there. I visited
your,
out there a couple times.
your mom and your dad, or
Yeah, my mom and my dad. they're
from
both
Tijuana? Okay,
yeah.
so that's borderline right there. That's borderline SD. So that's dope, bro. That's dope. You know what I mean? So the word andale is a word that a lot of people don't understand what it means. So those that don't understand what it means, andale means like come on, let's go. You know what I mean? Like hurry the fuck up. So that's the shit right there. So that's gonna resonate with a lot of different people, not just artists. It's gonna resonate with anybody that's out there trying to grind. You know. I'm gonna play real quick.
On the light.
I'll play real quick.
On my way to the top, I ain't never gonna stop. Keep it 30 with a Glock. Man, we looking for the ops. Spinning blocks to they job. Probably run up on the spot. On the move, on parole. Bitch, I'm trying to get the dough.
All right, check this out. You guys got a little sneak peek right there. So look, there's a lot of things that's happening right now, like in the media, right? As far as like current events and shit like that. And there's a little video floating around that everybody is sending me this fucking video. They're saying that it is you. It's a video of a bunch of gang members running up on another gang member. And I didn't want to bring it up because it has nothing to do with music, but I think people got the misconception that it's you. So do you want to just, refresh on that real quick and let them know what's going on with that video?
Yeah, I was just basically one of the homies from the neighborhood that recently located. He moved to South Central and then kind of like got into another neighborhood right there, a black neighborhood, and they kind of like seen him walking, and they were doing one of their little daily hood vlogs, so they wanted to like show out and stuff for the video, so they went to go do their thing, as gang members do, and they bumped into one of the homies. Shout out the homie for keeping it solid. Like, can never hate on anybody, but shout out to the homie keeping it solid, claiming the neighborhood and keeping it out there, keeping it real.
So most important thing, it's not you, right?
No, that's not me.
All
that
right.
that was one of the homies.
There you go. So motherfuckers asking that question, don't ask it again. It is not the homie. That is not him. Done deal. But it is what it is. It doesn't even look like you, my boy.
Yeah, the homie got a big old 1-8 on the side of his face.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like you. I was like, that's not him. It's not him. Check this out. Usually what we do around this point, around the 1 hour mark, which we're already 1 hour in, we take a break for 5 minutes and then we come back and we take some phone calls. Let me know if you guys want to take some phone calls. Put up the little world emojis. And then what we'll do is we'll answer some questions and then we'll take some phone calls. So check this out. I'm gonna let the song play and then we'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. So let's get it.
Money making, never faking, always keep 100 Franklins. And these bitches wanna find me, I'ma join up in these streets. Clutchy burner, chucking knees, burning rubber on the scene. I'm in love with finding things, you can never be like me. I've been trying to get this money, trying to double up my luck. Shooting cars up out the slums, toting burgers just for fun. Repercussion with the drum, moving fast up what the slums like. Yeah. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. Yeah, it's a gang of how you gonna respect it one way or another. Arriba, 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 arriba. 100 boy. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, arriba, arriba. Trying to get this money, man, I need it on the light. Fucked a couple bitches, man, I did them on the light. Hit the niggas, get it trippin', man, I pull up on the light. When I'm sliding in the rafe, while I'm chucking up the gang. 2 fingers in the thumb, bitch, I'm rocking with the ones. Really in the field, how I'm coming out the slums. Like I'm Draco with a drum, man, we spinning through the fun. Got a couple laughs out and now we really on the run. Got a taste up on the back, gotta get it on the light. Made a couple hundreds and I did them on the light. Niggas want the beef, then we pull up on the light. To the section where we stay, bitch, we bouncing our case. Whole gang going stupid, bitch, we really on the move. Johnny's get behind me, best believe we do the dash like, move fast like. I'm addicted to this life, it's the fast type. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On my way to the top, I ain't never gonna stop. Keep it 30 with a Glock, man, we looking for the ops. Spinning blocks to they job, how we run up on this spot. On the move, on parole, bitch, I'm trying to get this dough. Money making, never faking, always keep 100 Franklins. And these bitches wanna find me, I'ma join up in these streets. Clutchy burner, chucking knees, burning rubber on the scene. I'm in love with finding things, you can never be like me. I've been trying to get this money, trying to double up my luck. Shooting cars up out the slums, toting burgers just for fun. Repercussion with the drum, moving fast up what the slums like. Yeah. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. Yeah, it's a gang of how you gonna respect it one way or another. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Trying to get this money, man, I need it on the light. Fucked a couple bitches, man, I did them on the light. Hit the niggas, get it trippin', man, I pull up on the light. When I'm sliding in the race, while I'm tucking up the gang. 2 fingers in the thumb, bitch, I'm rocking with the ones. Really in the field, how I'm coming out the slums. Like I'm Draco with a drum, man, we spending through the fun. Got a couple laughs out and now we really on the run. Got a taste up on the back, gotta get it on the light. Made a couple hundreds and I did them on the light. Niggas want the beef, then we pull up on the light. To the section where we stay, bitch, we bouncing out with K's. Whole gang going stupid, bitch, we really on the move. Johnny's get behind me, best believe we do the dash like, move fast like. I'm addicted to this life, it's the fast type. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On my way to the top, I ain't never gonna stop. Keep it 30 with a Glock, man, we looking for the ops. Spinning blocks till they drop, how we run up on this spot. On the move, on parole, bitch, I'm tryna get the dough. Money making, never faking, always keep 100 Franklins. And these bitches wanna find me, I'ma join up in these streets. Clutchy burner, chucking knees, burning rubber on the scene. I'm in love with finding things, you can never be like me. I been tryna get this money, tryna double up my luck. Shooting cats up out the slums, toting murders just for fun. Repercussion with the drum, moving fast up what the slums like. Yeah. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. It's a gang, how you gonna respect it one way or another.
All right. Check this out. Once again, Haters Only Podcast, episode number 9. We got 1800 Boy in the building. Somebody said, why does it sound like the Tiger song? We'll address that in a few minutes. So check this out. We're going live in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. All right, check this out. We're back. We got 1800 Boy in the building. How you feeling, my boy?
Feeling good, you know?
All right, check this out. You guys already know this is Haters Only Podcast, episode number 9. Look, that song says Andale. A lot of people say it sounds like the Tiger song, and it really does. But I think it's about time that the homies, the raza, the culture starts accepting the fact that we need to use these words that other rappers are grabbing and making popular, bro, because didn't Tiger just come out with a song that says, what does the song say? I don't even know what it says, but it has a phrase like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I can't recall it. I think I've seen it when it first came out on Instagram, like a little snippet of it. I probably heard of it, but I can't recall watching that video, to be honest, or paying attention to the full 16 of the song.
Yeah, and you know, they'll use words like vato loco and words like this, and they'll popularize them, and then they'll make millions off of it. You know, is that the reason why you probably came up with this word andale?
Yeah, basically, I want people just to basically, you know, grab our roots and kind of use our own words and Mexican cultures to, you know, basically use our own music. I see a lot of people using our words and basically it's just like if they could do it, we could do it. You know,
Facts.
Don't stop, keep grinding, keep pushing yourself to new revelations and all that. Like basically push yourself.
And it's crazy because now that you're saying it, I never thought about it that way, but you know, a lot of rappers that are Mexican or Hispanic descent don't really push the Mexican culture in their raps, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of them say the N-word. Are you one of the rappers that say the N-word?
Yeah, I kind of like grew up in a black like environment as well too as a Mexican, you know, like basically blacks were our neighbors, you know, and then when you go to jail, it's just basically like it's all Mexican like tied like basically like Southside, you know, like all love basically, you know, but we try to be as one just to keep a happy home, you know, because ain't nobody trying to be like stepping on eggshells and worried about the next man, you know.
Facts.
So we kind of like just basically try to be as one in there.
Okay.
And you just kind of learn to respect one another and just, you know, you live with them like I said, I was in there for 4.5 years, bro. Like you, sometimes you live with them for about a whole year. You live with them about 3 months, 8 months. You know, you never know how long you're gonna be with them. So might as well like be comfortable.
I get you. I get you. So you picked up that word more. You say it would be growing up on the streets.
Yeah, growing up in the streets, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I mess with this." Like, you know, like a lot of black people so love and be like, "Oh, I mess with this Mexican," you know.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, you like family, you cool, you one of the niggas," you know. Like I'll be like, "All right, I respect it, I appreciate it," you know. And then like I'll start rapping, and then like a lot of people, like a lot of blacks showed a lot of love at first.
Yeah.
In there, you know, when I first started rapping, they'll tell me keep going, keep grinding, keep doing it. You got talent, you know. Like, all right, good looking out, and they'll be the first ones to support, you know.
Oh shit, that's dope, bro. That's dope. That outside of our culture, is supporting a Mexican homie. But talking about like the black and brown culture, recently we've had Whack 100. And I don't really want to mention names or put you up on the spot or nothing like that. You don't have to answer or nothing like that. But there's Whack 100 recently went on a rampage. Him and some punk motherfucker beast. Disrespecting raza, disrespecting Hispanics, calling them a bunch of derogatory words and just being racist straight out the box. How do you feel about others like that, just disrespecting the homies and shit?
I think that's like getting out of pocket, out of line type things. I think like if obviously you want respect, so you got to give respect to get respect, and that goes for everybody and anyone, you know. Like no matter what, it's like if you don't want things happening to you, don't do it to them. Like it's simple. It's not a big conversation we should be going back and forth about. Is if you saying racist things, obviously people are gonna react, and when we react, I just hope they don't take it and like the wrong way. So if you open that door, it's gonna stay open. If you break the ice, it's gonna break the ice. Don't cry about it later on.
So it's very simple. It's the golden rule that they teach you when you're little. Treat others how you want to be treated.
For sure. We're not out here trying to boycott anything.
There you go. There you go. Treat motherfuckers with respect and you'll get respect back. Now, all right. So before we take phone calls, is there anything you want to mention? Anything that we left out? We talked about King Lil G. We talked about your upcoming album. We talked about,
I seen a couple comments on there, and people were saying that, I'm saying the word on delay wrong. No, I know it's on delay, right? But the thing is that a lot of people use words and use them as slang words and make them to some hit songs and something new, So new trend, I'm a trendsetter. I like to bring new trends, new things to people. So, that's what people like to see. They like to see new things, where they could grab on and be like, oh yeah, I get what he's talking about, like if everybody else could do it, why can't I do it?
So you're just grabbing the word and giving it swag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Giving it style, giving it estilo, just making something different out of this just ordinary fucking word. All right. Anything else you want to say? Anything? Promote your Facebook, your Instagram, what you got going on.
You guys can find me on Instagram and Facebook at 1800BKOY. That'll be 1800 boy. I'll post everything, basically new scenes, new songs, new albums. I'll keep everything updated. So if you guys go ahead and tap in, then it'll be easy to find me and find my music when I post up and have everything coming out.
There you guys go. I'm set up the Bluetooth real quick so you motherfuckers can call in. So give me a minute. There you go. All right, the number is listed. The number is 213-770-7838. Once again, you guys can call in. Once you motherfuckers start getting disrespectful, then you know what we do. So anybody that wants to call in, we're only going to take a few calls. So anybody that wants to call in, now's your fucking time. All right? Other than that, shout out to King Lil G. Shout out to 1800 Boy. Shout out to Buddha. Shout out to everybody that was mentioned in this short podcast. You guys already know, Haters Only Podcast, episode number 9. Oh, I don't even think my shit set up. All right, so let's get it. The number is 213-770-7838. Yo, so are you on YouTube right now?
YouTube not at the moment, but I'm about to make everything on all platforms after I do this music video. Before I'm gonna do it before the music video comes out, I'm gonna have it on all platforms: YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music.
You know where it's at? Spotify and Apple. That's what you need to get on. You know what I mean? That's what you need to get on. Hey, I think my shit's down for some reason. I think my Bluetooth is fucked off. So the people that are calling, I can't get to it. So check this out. One last thing that we gotta say, we gotta talk about, right? One last thing we gotta talk about. Are you? Oh, hold on. The calls are coming in, but I can't answer them. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is cracking. So I'm gonna turn the Bluetooth off because something's going on. Hey, but that music video you got. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can answer this one. Tell me if you hear it in your headset.
Go ahead.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
All right, there we go. Haters Only Podcast. Who we talking to?
Number is 213-770-7878.
Hey, turn the music off in the background, my boy.
Hey, haters, bro. I'm just here to pay my respect, dog. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Good looking out, bro. I appreciate it.
Salute, bro. Where are you calling from?
All right, my boy. Calling from Norwalk.
Norwalk.
Okay,
Oh, that's
okay,
what's
Norwalk.
up. Yeah, shit came up as Idaho or some shit.
Yeah. No, it's my VPN.
Oh, fuck. Motherfucker got a VPN. Wonder what the fuck you doing.
Great move.
You know what's up.
No, amazing.
Anyways, though, hey, bro, keep doing your thing, man. You going up, bro.
Good looking, bro. I appreciate it. Salute to you.
There you go. All right, my boy, stay up.
All right, my boy.
Hey, that's a big thing, bro. That's a big thing. I was gonna ask, the music video you got coming up, when is that dropping?
I plan on recording it this Friday, May 26th. Probably not releasing it till the beginning or middle of next month coming up. But
Okay.
I will be releasing like little previews, basically little stunts, promotion plans, and all that out there, so everybody could, help and support, and
So you're gonna have the fans come out too?
Yeah, I'm gonna have mostly a king of fans that hit me up, that wanted to come and support and show love. So I'm gonna have them out there. A lot of homies, a lot of people that I have that, basically I'm trying to open a door for everybody. That's basically that I really think that earned this, and I want them to come out and show out and shine and put their brand, promotion, anything, out there that I can't help, and put them out there with, Same thing that basically everybody's doing with me, helping me out, trying to open doors for everybody else.
I get you. So it's like you want people to fuck with you,
Yeah, for sure.
promote their fucking brands, put their logos on the screen, whatever the fuck it is. Hey, that's big. That's big. All right, check this out. We've been on here for about an hour and a half. Is there anything you want to say before we clock off this motherfucker? Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Basically the whole team, everybody that's working with us, my fault. I kind of lost for words. Greedy. Thank you, Greedy, for all the beats and all the love and support you've been helping out. Pony Boy, Young Buddha for helping us out. Always in the studio making music with us. King Lil G, obviously, all the socials. Everybody that's just showing constant love, and is right there in the picture and keep it pushing. It never stops.
There you go. You guys already know. This is Haters Only Podcast, episode number 9. Once again, we got 1800 boy. My bad on everybody that was trying to call in, but somehow the Bluetooth wasn't working. We've been having that issue for the past couple of weeks. So salute to everybody. Salute to King Lil G for making this happen, and everybody else that was involved. You guys already know. And we out.
On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Time to get this money, man, I need it on the light. Fucked a couple bitches, man, I did them on the light. Hit the niggas, get it trippin', man, I pull up on the light. When I'm sliding in the right, while I'm tucking up the gang. 2 fingers in the thumb, bitch, I'm rocking with the ones. Really in the field, how I'm coming out the slums. Like I'm Draco with a drum, man, we spinning through the fun. Got a couple laughs out and now we really on the run. Got a taste up on the back, gotta get it on the light. Made a couple hundreds and I did them on the light. Niggas want the beef, then we pull up on the light. To the section where we stay, bitch, we bouncing our case. Whole gang going stupid, bitch, we really on the move. Johnny's get behind me, best believe we do the dash like, move fast like. I'm addicted to this life, it's the fast type. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On my way to the top, I ain't never gonna stop. Keep it 30 with a Glock, man, we looking for the ops. Spinning blocks to they job, how we run up on this spot. On the move, on parole, bitch, I'm tryna get the dough. Money making, never faking, always keep 100 Franklins. And these bitches wanna find me, I'ma join up in these streets. Clutchy burner, chucking knees, burning rubber on the scene. I'm in love with finding things, you can never be like me. I been tryna get this money, tryna double up my luck. Shooting cops up out the slums, toting burdens just for fun. Repercussion with the drum, moving fast up what the slums like. Yeah. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. On the light, on the light, on the light, on the light. Arriba, 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 arriba. Yeah, it's a gang, how you gonna respect it one way or another.